What's going on, guys? My name is Vinox, and today, as you can see, what is on my screen here, we are going to be reacting to the zombies reveal for Call of Duty Vanguard. Now, apparently, this is like a prequel, I believe. I could be mistaken, so don't take my word on that. To the events that transpired in Cold War. I have not seen this. I've waited all day to watch this and to it for you guys. And so let's just jump right in. We're gonna go through once, and then we'll kind of slow it down. So here we go. Oh, that's so loud on my screen. Or on my. Okay. Okay. Who this? Why does that sound like the Shadow Man? Okay.
I give you an army of the dead, but our enemies have allies from beyond this mortal realm. Our strength is
Okay. Kind of getting chaos vibes from this. Not sure how I feel about it. Teleporters are back. The zombies look hella scary. It just reminds me of chaos. I don't know how I feel about this. Okay. That almost sounded a fucking Terminator zombie. What is that? Why does that look like Christopher Eccleston? If Christopher Eccleston and Rick Toffin had a baby, I feel like that's what that would look like.
a new chapter of warfare is about to begin.
All right.
Pre-order now.
Let's kind of go back. I'll turn the sound down a little bit. There's a lot to take in here. So we see that almost looks like a perk machine or something, maybe. Instead of perks, maybe they're going back to like the vapors or some shit. I hope not, but okay. That dude's name. Okay, kind of looks like Rick Toffin, but I know it's not. Oh, that is sick as hell. Okay. Like this. I don't know if this is like a specialist or what, because they all have one like on their backs, like throughout the sword. That kind of looks like, I don't even know what that looks like. Is that like a wonder weapon? I can't tell what. That just looks like a regular gun, actually. Zombies look hella scary. And this is a map, like a multiplayer map, so that's kind of depressing. That's very depressing, actually, that they're just going to keep using multiplayer assets for zombies. And I'm assuming campaign, but that's a sick-ass windmill. This zombie looks terrifying. It's almost like Numa vibes in here. So yeah, these must be the specialists. You can just teleport randomly. Bren, that almost looks like it's Pack-a-Punch since it's like red. And then here we go. Got the Terminator right here. That guy looks badass, I'm not gonna lie. The sword, like a ring of fire. And that's exactly what that is. It's a ring of fire. The dude commands the zombies. Okay. And then he just summons this big ass god looking thing. Alright. And apparently there's something else here too. Is it this? Yeah, okay, we're gonna react to this too. A Treyarch production.
Our partners at Sledgehammer Games have already revealed Call of Duty Vanguard's immersive campaign and intense multiplayer, all set in World War II.
Why do I have closed captioning
Now,
on?
keeping true to our zombies nature, Treyarch is back for another round.
They're back.
Studio responsible for bringing zombies to Call of Duty more than a decade ago returns to World War II, and Sledgehammer Games is Vanguard, setting the stage for a new zombies experience.
Okay.
Black Ops Cold War offered the team at Treyarch the opportunity to introduce players to the Dark Ether storyline, beginning with the opening the Dark Ether gateway at Project End Station. And now, prepare to face a new type of evil, meet new allies, and make new enemies. Prepare for a gameplay experience that gets you to the fun faster, all wrapped in a brand new dimension of zombies. In Vanguard, we're introducing a brand new zombies experience and a franchise-first crossover that builds on the Dark Ether universe. And today, our team will share more about the story, the lore, core gameplay, weapons, and characters that will define the next chapter in the Zombies saga. But first, let's whet our appetites with the world premiere, the new Zombies gameplay trailer.
Is this just what it was? Okay, yeah, we don't need to watch this again. Okay, we already have this, yes. Death is only the beginning.
The team at Treyarch is pulling out all the
Miles.
stops to tell a new, brutal story that expands and explores the unsettling world of the Dark Ether. It's a story that longtime players will appreciate, but one that will be easy for new players to pick up and play.
Okay.
In addition to being canon, it's an experience that immerses and innovates on the core Treyarch Zombies gameplay. This is Der Anfang.
They're on Fang.
With Der Anfang exploring the mystical and the occult, it was important to convey an unsettling
Stalingrad?
and brutal feel to the world.
Sightlines will be obscured by piles of dead corpses from Soviet and German soldiers, and it all comes to life. So
What we like to hear?
in Vanguard's epic World War II setting.
With Vanguard Zombies, we really tried to bring a new experience for all types of different players.
Where's my boy
Current
Craig?
players, and really to getting
Craig
new
Houston,
players
baby.
into the Zombies ecosystem, right? Cold War brought Outbreak, and we've really taken the best mechanics, smashed it together.
Please don't
and
tell me
created
Outbreak is coming
Vanguard
back.
Zombies.
No one plays that shit.
Allies from beyond this mortal realm.
So Der Anfang, the beginning. It's the start of a new Treyarch Dark Ether zombie story.
The events of Black Ops Cold War brought an end to one storyline. The events of Vanguard represent a new arc. Zombies players have witnessed the catastrophic outcome of the science experiments at Project End Station.
Project End Station was a Nazi particle accelerator that punched a hole through the dimensional veil and gave us access to the Dark Ether, where these 5 otherworldly artifacts come from, each one linked to a powerful Dark Ether entity.
Oh.
There is Cortifex the Deathless,
Cortifex,
Syraxis the Shadow,
Syrax.
Nordicus the Conqueror, Invictor the Destroyer, and
Okay, this guy looks badass, but this guy,
Invictor the
Invictor, like Vector.
Destroyer, and Belikar the Warlock.
Okay, these guys look
These Dark
badass.
Ether entities bind their powers
Yo,
to
is
our
Call of
human
Duty about to
operators
be
through
World of
artifacts
Warcraft?
crafted in the Dark Ether.
Got
These create
warlocks and
unique
shit now?
abilities like Frost Blast and Ring of Fire.
No, what I say?
Now,
What I
anyone
say?
who touches them forms a symbiotic bond with the Dark Ether entity.
A symbiotic
It's almost
bond, like
being
Venom.
possessed, except the entities can't control their host. They can only offer guidance and their powers.
Exposure to the Dark Ether also allowed the Nazis to expand their research into
Typical.
dark magic.
Typical
Enter
Nazis.
Oberfuhrer Wolfram von List, a ruthless officer in command of an SS battalion called Die Wahrheit. This was the group that plundered antiquities from around the world. Von List forced top experts to help him, explorers, historians, and a demonologist named Gabriel Kraft.
A
Professor Kraft's deep knowledge
demonologist.
of the occult ultimately led Von List to these artifacts. Von List bonds with
Egypt?
the most powerful entity of them all, Cortifex, the Deathless. This former lord of the Dark Ether grants him the ability to raise the dead. And that's why, a year after their worst defeat, Von List takes Die Wahrheit back to Stalingrad. And he's going to raise an undead army, march them across Europe, and annihilate the Allied forces.
The
Oh,
zombies actually are undead bodies from the past war at the Eastern Front.
Professor Kraft sends out a distress call. That call is answered by Vanguard Special Forces operators. But they end up trapped inside a barrier erected by Cortifex to seal off Stalingrad. They can't call for reinforcements.
the
But they have
Juggernaut.
Professor Kraft's expert guidance and their own unmatched combat skills. And 4 Dark Ether entities
Aether
willing to
Shroud.
bond with them
Okay,
and
they're
share
all
their powers.
coming back from
They do
Dark Ether entities
Energy Mine, Aether Shroud, Ring of Fire, and Frost Blast.
willing to bond with them and share their powers.
They do this in the interest of defeating Cortifex, the Deathless.
While these entities may be helping humans, players will find out that they have their own agendas.
It's an unlikely team up, but it's our only shot at keeping the Third Reich from winning World War II.
Soul of the Undead. We get multiple maps?
We had a lot of fun designing the different objective environments. Each location has a very distinct look and feel.
We
to
get
the
more
play
than one
space,
map
so
at
that no two
launch?
areas will feel similar.
As players explore the realm of Dark Ether magic against the
Okay,
backdrop
yeah,
of
those are the perk
Stalingrad,
machines.
They'll encounter shrines, rituals, and
Shrines.
sacrifices.
With so many different elements in play, it was important to establish unique visuals. It is a look that feels more grounded, something you can have nightmares about. The occult was something that really wanted to touch. It has so many different variables, like summoning portals, blood rituals.
Hanging skulls, seances.
Yes.
When it comes to zombie
Love
types,
seem-
we run the gamut.
We have
I
your
love
basic
summoning the
grunt
devil.
zombie.
And we also have our heavies.
These big guys carry around miniguns, and
Yeah.
those are the Sturmkriegers or Storm Warriors. They're really hard to bring
Sturmkriegers.
down, and it's hard to avoid them when they shoot. But we also
Bet you
have
one
something
pop-up Ring
called
of
the
Fire
Boom
will take him
Schreier,
out.
which means Boom Screamer in German.
These are zombies that will run real quick and explode in contact.
It's a wide
So it's
variety
just
of
a
threats,
Screamer
they
and
also have
a
to pile up as you get further in
Napalm
rounds.
Zombie.
Approaching their own fun was important for us to stay true to our lineage while also building something brand new.
You'll find all of the classics, right? Pack-a-punch, mystery box, crafting table.
But there's a lot we're doing different this time too.
The
Okay.
runes are something new in Vanguard. Dark Ether rune magic is the thing that the Dark Ether entities use to manifest their powers. That winds up being very important as the story plays out.
Show
We
me
tried
the
really
night
hard to
elves.
make it accessible for new players.
It's super easy to jump
We got
into
warlocks.
this, right? You don't need to know anything about previous zombie experiences to enjoy this. Spawn into the map with your friends, jump into a portal, do an objective. You're in it. That's you playing, and you're playing successfully.
Congratulations,
The
you're playing
hardcore,
zombies.
There's enough for you to dive into.
In Vanguard, we get players right into the action so they can start blasting away.
Fighting zombies is the core of this mode, and it's what all our fans love doing, and we give you plenty of ways to do that.
Players start the game in the snowy graveyard of Stalingrad.
The forward operating base of our allied operators in
Was
Durham.
Shino Numa?
Here, the players have access to many of the upgrade machines they will need
Hold
in
up.
the battles ahead.
That was Shino Numa.
And
Players start the game in the snowy graveyard of Stalingrad.
Tell me that wasn't
Forward
Shino
operating
Numa.
base of our
I
allied
don't know,
operators
that looks like
in
Shino
Durham.
Numa to me.
Here, the players have access to many of the upgrade
Pack
machines
Punch looks the same.
they will need in the battles ahead.
However,
Crafted men,
players can't get too
identical.
comfortable here because Stalingrad is still inhabited by roaming zombies.
What about
The area is
Nikolai?
relatively confined, but as you complete objectives, the map opens up, offering access to other powerful upgrades.
Yeah,
like
I don't
the
know
perk
about all
buttons.
that.
As players complete these various challenges, they will open up the forward operating base to new threats and opportunities.
I don't know how I
Dark
feel
Ether
about
will
you have to
grow in power
wait
with
to
each
open
new
it up.
objective, so you'll need all the help you can get. That means using traditional methods like buying perks and upgrading your weapons at the Pack-a-Punch. But we're also adding a new means of gaining power through the Altar of Covenants.
A
The
brand
Altar
new
of
system to
Covenants.
zombies that randomizes every time you come back from an objective what you can purchase with a nasty sacrificial heart.
Which can be
Oh.
exchanged at the Altar of Covenants for one of 3 random upgrades. Choose from power-ups like Ammo Gremlin, which reloads non-equipped weapons over time, or Brain Rot to turn zombies
Melee attacks do more damage and heal you. So this is kind of like alternate. I can't speak. Alternate ammo types. That's a tongue twister. Stowed weapons refill ammo from stock quickly. Successful shots do more damage.
and
Okay.
allies, or Unholy Ground for those times when you really...
What'd that say?
Step 1 is always what... or Unholy Ground.
Do more damage when shooting while stationary. Okay, that's
Ground,
just
for
strong.
those times
Stone
when you
Cold
really need to hold
Stronghold or
your
whatever
position.
it is.
Step 1 is always what gun do you have, because those will all play very differently with the Covenants.
I think players are going to find that when they pair up with a different Dark Ether entity, it feels like a completely distinct experience.
That's
So
what
your
they said
weapons,
about
your guns, your Covenants, your equipment, the things you're finding in the world.
You can have freedom to be in a cool place that would never exist in the real world.
It's a different region
Yet.
with different inhabitants and, in turn, different gameplay elements.
And with Vanguard Zombies, we're bringing that in spades.
Spades.
Moving to the world of the occult provided plenty of inspiration around the visual identity of the game, and it helped us shape the way we think about the map design.
We built zombies in the same engine as Vanguard. We wanted to make this unified with the rest of the game while still have its own identity that is more of a fantasy look.
Players will battle across the rooftops of Hotel Royale on a rainy night in Paris. They'll fight at the base of a massive burning windmill in Merville, which was actually part of the Normandy invasion. And they'll find themselves in the classic swamps of Numa.
What I
which
said!
is a truly eerie setting that our
I knew
longtime
it.
fans will be familiar with.
I said that from the start. That shit looks like Numa.
Dark Ether magic has allowed the team to
That's
really
kinda
bubble
cool.
up some interesting new ideas that we have not explored in past Zombies experiences.
The different objectives you're tasked with really alter how the
But isn't Numa like a Group 935 base? Or like Project 9 or whatever it is, the Japanese one? Why is that shit around if
player
none of
experiences
that
in
technically ever
various
happened?
environments.
There's an objective called Blitz, which takes inspiration from that holdout style gameplay of just surviving, but this time you're taking the fight to them.
In Harvest, you hunt
Harvest.
zombies who drop runestones that you can collect. Players must then deposit these into an obelisk called the Sinew.
They're just
In
putting
Transmit, you'll
multiplayer
escort
game
a
modes into
floating zombie
zombies
head
and call it
as
their
it
own.
seeks weaknesses in the dimensional barrier to the Dark Ether. These different challenges and eerie environments with dark settings help the player feel enveloped in Cortifex's grasp, and we can't wait for our fans to experience it.
Experience the
Daron
fear.
Fung is a brand new experience that explores
Where is
the
my
Dark
man
Ether
Craig?
universe in exciting, fresh ways. Launch is really
That was
just the
definitely
tip of the
pack
iceberg.
punched.
Everything post-launch is going to bring new twists, new stories, new characters, brand new gameplay, and it's all part of Vanguard's advanced global progression system. featuring
Advanced.
player and weapon leveling, plus battle pass system integration. This is a whole new way to experience zombies. Welcome to Call of Duty Vanguard. Daron Fung awaits.
Alright. November 5th. Yeah. I don't know how to feel about it. I know that like they're not getting as much time to develop it. And they're not getting as many
Prepare to face
budget
a new
or
type of
whatever,
evil.
but
Meet new allies and
kind of just looks
new
like
enemies.
rinse and repeat Cold War
Prepare
just
for
in World War
experience that
II.
gets you to the fun faster, all wrapped in a brand new
I don't know. Like, I guess we'll have to see and
We're introducing a
wait
brand
for
new
it to
zombie
come out,
experience
but
and franchise first crossover that builds on the Dark Ether universe.
Numa will be cool, I guess.
In Vanguard's epic World War II setting.
Trying to see if there's anything I want to go back to.
Barrier erected by Cortifex to seal off.
When it comes to zombie types,
It's a Vanguard.
Yeah, and
As
the
we
whole
Vanguard. We wanted to make this unified.
where is
With
it?
the different objectives, your tasks
Yeah,
really
this.
alter how the player experiences the various environments.
There's an objective called
'Cause
Blitz.
Blitz,
Taking
that's just for
inspiration from
multiplayer.
that holdout style gameplay of just surviving, but this time
This next
taking
one's
the
just
fight to
like
them.
grind.
Harvest, you hunt zombies.
I think
you
that's
drop
what it's
foods
called, where you
can collect.
get tags and put them in the
Players must
bank.
then deposit these into an obelisk called the Sin Eater. In Transmit, you'll escort a floating zombie head.
Yeah, that's just like payload or whatever it is. I don't know.
These different challenges.
I guess we'll have to see it how it ties in with the storyline, but I'm gonna play it regardless, so we'll just see how much. But if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like on the video. The last video I made, playing Forsaken for the first time, like kind of blew up for me. It's like at 75 or something views. That's by far the most views I've ever had on our channel. So thank you guys so much for that. Make sure to subscribe. I'm gonna be uploading another video in the next couple days, I should say. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Peace out.